What's up, team? It's time for that staff video update. Yep, here it comes. That's right. I'm walking down here. Brandon just put on his mask. You guys were socially distanced. You were a good 6 feet apart. So there you go. Just saying hey. Just creating a little space for people. Julie, it's right here. Oh, check out these guys. Oh, you know what? This is perfect timing. This is perfect timing because here's the thing. JD, will you read those 2 lines for me right now?
Congratulate team on creativity. JD for amazing grace. ... Lydia and Payton for spoken portions.
Woo! I'm telling you what, I watched the video, the opening this past weekend. Great job,
Thanks.
man. And I know I'm putting you on the spot, but the truth is, we got a great team. Lydia and Payton, the spoken portions, Nate, you delivered it like a champ. I know. It was awesome. So, just really proud of our team, and I'm glad I got to tell you that in person.
Thanks, Ben.
There you go. Hand clap for JD. Woot! That's awesome. All right, I keep breathing in my mask when I take a deep breath in. I'm just going to keep walking around the office because, that makes this staff video update a little bit more oh, check out this. She's going to be up in a couple weeks. She's going to be wrapping up our Summer Side of Life series. And she's going to tell you why this is never going to get any better, why we should be as depressed as she is. Because she's always pretty down and depressed. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm excited.
You are excited.
I'm excited.
And yeah, it's good to see you. So it's fun to walk around the office and not have it be a dark cave with nobody here. So it's good to see you. All right. We have also, this ministries team has worked on aligning the process by which we respond to make a decision, somebody who makes a decision for Christ. And we've actually created some videos. So if somebody takes their first step of faith, we have a video email campaign that just encourages them to keep getting connected in their spiritual journey. And we've outlined this in a way that's easy to train and invite others into. We've also done the same thing for what it looks like to connect with any Connect card in general. And I'm just celebrating, when we first started rolling out like Fellowship One and all of those programs, I'm looking for people in here, and apparently they're somewhere else in the building. But thanking God for the way we ended our fiscal year. But back to the decision cards. When I first started and we had all of this database system, we didn't really have a clear, outlined, aligned approach to how we were going to respond to them. It was kind of like make your own rules up as you go. And I'm just really thankful for the way the collaboration, the team has worked together to outline that in a way that makes sense. So yeah. Oh, just saying hey to Marcia here in HR. Thanks for all you things that you do. Thanks for being around the office. It's kind of fun. So, Brian, Bacher, we got some fun projects coming here at the front of the Perrysburg campus. What are we working on?
New concrete.
New concrete. And did you know there's a cricket in the lobby?
Oh yeah, we shot him.
We shot him.
You missed, Brian.
He's still down there?
Yes.
There's nothing weirder than standing on the stage delivering a message to a cricket chirping in the audience. So, thanks, Brian. We are putting new concrete in at the Perrysburg campus, if you didn't know that. So, hey, he's back. He was just taking a quick walk break. Everybody say hi to Brian.
Hello.
Good to see you. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Yep, he's been a faithful office warrior these past few weeks. It's been great having another friendly face around. So, anyway, do you have any exciting updates for us or anything? I mean,
It's the new year.
It is the new year.
The new fiscal year.
So everybody spend all your budgets in July, okay? Just kidding.
Please don't do that.
Just kidding. But it is exciting to be stepping into a new fiscal year and to be in a spot where, with wisdom, we can start to enact our budgets again. And thanks for the ways you're equipping our teams to do that. So it's awesome. Nerd stuff rules.
Good stuff.
Another thing that you're going to see inside of this email in the exec summary is something that, looky here, we got more staff members. You guys are socially distanced appropriately. This is great nerd stuff.
I don't have my mask on.
Yeah, that's all right. You're socially distanced. So
In my office space.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Welcome to what we're going to be stepping into this weekend. Just a whole lot of that. But thanks for what you're doing. Do you have any fun announcements you want to give to the staff? I put you on the spot. I did.
Fun. All numbers are fun.
That's right. All numbers are fun. And
You can do anything in Excel. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Excel, yeah, that's right.
Don't let anyone tell
Excel
you different.
is God's first creation. No, that's not biblical, but that may be nerd stuff's unwritten rule. Yeah. Yeah. So one of the things that Josh and some team members around him helped create is what happens if somebody tests positive? How are we going to respond to that? You heard it here first. Jill has COVID. Oh, no, just a cigar. Just a cigar. Yeah, that's right. That's how we treat COVID around here. You know, some people are going to see that. You know, our staff team, and they're going to be good for them. We got McMillan over here. She's just doing some. Are you copy to go with some salad dressing in your bag? I'm so sorry, Casey. Casey's on the phone and I'm sitting here yelling. So there's that. Welcome back to the office. So anyway. So as we begin to step back into the weekend, we have Serve Day coming up. That's exciting. Get excited about that. I can breathe again. That's this weekend. If you're not serving with a group, you can do some self-select projects. Just make sure that you register them with us. Take pictures, use the hashtag. Some of the details will be given in the email below, but man, participate with us with that. That'll be awesome. We have a series that we're getting ready to send a mailer out for called Where's Norm? And the tagline is, we didn't think much of him when he was here, but not sure what to do with ourselves now that he's gone. If you didn't get it, where's Norm? Norm represents normal. We don't know what normal is. We don't know when normal's going to come back. Some of us wish normal was back. Some of us are pretending normal's still here and it's not. And so some of us love it that it's not normal. We're all over the place. That's what the August series is going to be about. How do we move forward? How do we not get stuck? How do we not let here's some of the titles. How do we not let this, whatever this is, get the best of us, whatever this is that's messing your life up? Number 2, signs that you're stuck and how to get out. Week 3, what you think will help but ultimately hurts you. And week 4, what it is that you're waiting for but you don't really love. Yeah, those are exciting, right? So that's what we'll be talking about in August when we start meeting everybody physically back together. But this weekend, here's what we're going to encounter. And I hope this isn't backwards. I'll get to this in a minute. This weekend, as we have DreamTeam come back, they will be experiencing the service via the stream. At Perrysburg, it will be live. Some people are going to be like, well, where's the band and where's all of the stuff? This is your opportunity to say, we didn't recruit DreamTeam to help us this weekend. The fact of the matter is, we can't do the service at our campuses without our Dream Team. And so this is a great chance for you to affirm them. And I'm going to try to do that at the end of the service. So if they're wondering like, well, why didn't we do all of that? That's because we can't do it without you. All right. So it's our opportunity to celebrate them. And then over the next couple of weeks, we'll start bringing them in. As we start talking through some of the training, some people are going to be a little frustrated by it and all of that stuff. And so here's what we're going to do. They're going to be asking, why are you doing masks? And why are you afraid? And it's just the media and all of that stuff. And the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to have empathy for them. In other words, I want you to connect with their feeling. You can say things like, man, I totally agree. I think masks suck too. Or I see your point. You know, it's complicated. It's not my favorite thing either. Or I haven't looked at it that way before. That's a fresh perspective. I know not everybody sees that, but man, I appreciate you sharing your perspective with me. Validate their perspective. That's all you're trying to do. Validate their feeling. You could say, that's interesting. And then you have two options. Option one is, I'd like some time to think about that and get back to you. How would you like me to follow up? Don't feel like you have to respond in the moment to everything that comes along. Man, you know what? If you don't mind, I'd really like to give that a little bit of thought and get back to you. You could even say, you know what? I'd like to talk that over with some of my team members and get back with you. How would you like me to follow up? Email, phone call? Some people will say, I don't need you to follow up at all. A lot of people are just going to be venting, and you're the only, maybe the first person, because they're not venting to random people at the grocery store. They're not venting to the server at the restaurant. They're not venting to the carry-out person or, maybe to a few people at work. But, they're complaining at work and talking about their life. To us, when church isn't the way that it used to be, or church is asking them to do things that they may not want to do, it can get a little uncomfortable. And so they may be taking out a whole lot of frustration on you, and they may not really even need to follow up with. They just needed a listening ear. Option two may be, if you have enough relationship, is you can redirect them to what ultimately both of you mutually agree on. Somebody was complaining about, I'm really concerned about some of the changes, and Ben, you seem to, they were kind of accusing me of not caring about the people who wanted to physically gather again. And I just said, listen, if I've sent that message to you like I don't care about you, I'm really sorry. That wasn't my intent. And the truth is, I'm at the front of the line. I'm ready for people to be back in the building. I'm preaching to an empty room. So I'm with you on this. I just know that not everybody's at where I'm at. So, man, we can agree that this is crazy, but I also want to care for the people who aren't where we're at. And so you kind of redirecting people based on what you mutually agree on towards the mission of our church. You can say things like, hey, you know what I love is we're still able to work and provide a safe place. Another one, if masks saves lives, and I know there's a lot of debate about whether they do or they don't, but most of the health experts say that they play a role in saving lives or saving the spread of COVID. It's really a mild inconvenience for me to wear a mask, even if I don't like it. It's a small thing for me to do to help serve those people who feel at risk or maybe are a little bit afraid. And you know what the truth is at the end of the day? I'm really just glad that we can gather together. So it's those sorts of things. Empathize first, and option one is, I'd really like to think about that. Essentially, you punt. Or option two is, yeah, you know what? I agree. I don't like masks. I think they're annoying. That's hard to talk. It's hard to tell if you're smiling. And so, you know what I'm working on is how do I smile with my eyes? And how do I continue to provide a friendly place, which is what Cedar Creek is known for, even if we have to wear masks. It is forcing us to be creative. Another thing that you could say is, you know what this season is really teaching me to do? Is it's growing my capacity for patience or for peace. It's growing my capacity for love. I didn't put that down there, but that would be another line that you could give. Is this is really growing my capacity to live out my purpose, to step into godly character and all of those things. So I think if we can empathize and then gently redirect, it'll help our conversations be a little bit easier when people come at us a little venti and hot and frustrated and all of that stuff and really concerned. We can acknowledge, I see your concern, man. I see that. I receive that. I see that too, man. Yeah, it's complicated. For the people who are just flat out belligerent, maybe, and I wouldn't recommend this as your first play, but it's like, okay, I understand your perspective. I understand your perspective of the media and masks and all of this stuff, and maybe we're going over the top for all of this, but I want you to imagine one person gets COVID out of a weekend service and they go to the health department, and the health department or the doctor's office says, well, where have you been in the last week? And one of the things that they say is, well, I was at Cedar Creek Church. And there was like, how many people were there? Well, there were a few hundred people there. Well, did you enact social distancing? Oh man, no, actually, I gave handshakes and hugs to all the people that I missed. Well, you're going to need to contact your church, and your church is going to need to contact all of those people to let them know that they've been exposed to COVID. See, the truth is, it's not a matter of if somebody is going to get COVID that you know, or if somebody at our church is going to get COVID. It's really a matter of when. And so for us, even though this is really inconvenient, and it's not my favorite thing, and I'd prefer not to have to do all of that, the alternative and all of the work that's going to go through that, all of the Dream Team members that won't show up because maybe they got exposed or someone they know was exposed or it doesn't look like a safe place, it's going to be really hard for us to live out our mission. If we don't, and the truth is, if we have masks and we have a little bit of social distancing, that conversation is completely different. Well, were you socially distanced? Yeah, for the most part we were. Well, great. Then it's not the same risk. So these are some of the perspective things that are challenging, and I know they're not fun, and we need to empathize with the people who are walking with us, but this is what it means to be a leader. Welcome to what Moses felt when everybody was grumbling about how much easier it was in Egypt, and yet they were headed towards the promised land or the mission that God had for them. So God's walking with us. He's walking with you. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Hopefully that helps equip you with some talking points as we move forward together. Love you guys. See you.